Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. The weather is nice, or here it's actually been raining. It's been raining a long time, but it was really stormy today, which I have been the laziest and I've loved it. I love storms, so that has been enjoyable. You ever just like to lay around and veg on TV? I think this is my first time alone in a while when I'm not traveling and stuff, so kind of nice. All right, let's get into it. This will be general as always, right? General collective reading, and just take what resonates as always, leave the rest. We're going to start with some yin yang tonight. I'm feeling very pulled to that. Masculine energy coming right out. Okay. Come here. Disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Wish fulfillment. Okay. What else, Spirit? All right. Well, I can see where this is going. Alchemy and ancestors and guides. This is general. Did I say that already? It's general. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Don't make it fit if it does not. Somebody's feeling very triggered by whatever is going on here. Yeah. You know what? I've been feeling this energy, actually. I know there's some kind of tower moment that's actually about to come in that's going to shock the hell out of somebody. This is somebody feeling very, very triggered, though. It feels to me like it's about you. So, unless it's you actually feeling this way, but I feel like it might be about you. So I don't know if I'm talking to a divine masculine or if this is a divine masculine that's feeling quite triggered about something here. It's due to some kind of conflict, or disharmony in a particular relationship. I do think that your guides here are probably trying to pull something together, work something out, pull maybe people together here. Now, this could be also... Okay, this might have to do with the meditation I had before starting this. Okay, so maybe this is a masculine here that feels a lot of disharmony, or maybe triggered in their own and maybe in another situation here. Regardless, this is what I think. I think you got some guys that are very involved in a situation. We're going to figure out who we're talking about here. But I think you have guys that are very much so involved in a situation here. They're trying to make some kind of change here. Somebody is really triggered about it, really triggered. I don't know if someone's had to go inward here and reflect on something here. Something's coming to a crashing halt. This is what I feel. I feel like something is coming to a crashing halt. Okay, wait. Does somebody tell me there's a new moon coming into... I don't know what today is. Let's see. Maybe the 14th. I don't know. I got to keep up with these days. I think it's coming the 17th, maybe 16th, 17th, something along those lines here. Maybe like a new moon. There's something here that is, and I don't know why I'm drawn to a new moon. Nothing really says that, but there's something about this card and just the nature of everything and the lightning going into the sky. There's a change coming. There's shifts that are happening is what I feel, and the energy is really pushing things to happen, but it might feel very uncomfortable to somebody here. I almost came into this reading talking about what was coming up during the meditation, because I'm going to tell you something. Somebody here needs to get out of their freaking head and maybe out of the bottle, okay? Somebody here appears to be drinking. They appear to be really just kind of going over the past, going over the past, going over the past. I don't think this is just about relationships. This definitely was somebody who was really... not just reevaluating, almost ruminated on it, okay, and the things that went wrong, and maybe just in their life in general, maybe the bad decisions. I don't know, maybe it is a dark night. It felt more negative to me, to be honest with you, okay? So this is a person that's having to come to terms with a lot of stuff here, and I kept feeling, God, let go, whatever that is, let it go, because whatever it is, I feel like they feel that it's impacted their life in some way, their life, how they've been seen, how they're being seen today. This person did not have the highest self-esteem, I'm just going to tell you. And maybe it has to do with that. Obviously, I talk often about how if we attach our self, right, our self-worth, our sense of self, our self-image to other things, then we're always going to be disappointed, right? Because as soon as the bottom falls out with that, then boom, you know, we're going to be left kind of feeling like, oh God, you know, we're just overly attached to it. People need to start practicing detachment and not getting so involved on what other people or in what other people might think or how this is going to make me look, okay? Things like this happen all the time. A lot of times it's simply a wake up call. If it was due to job, it could be that you were in the wrong job. If it's due to relationship, it could obviously be that you were in the wrong relationship. It could be that you need to break away from negative patterns or toxicities or, you know, things that you do. I mean, it's all there to teach us. And that's what I feel like somebody is having to really learn the hard way. I just heard 17. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if this has been like a very long pattern for somebody here. Maybe something happened in the year 2017 or something like that. I don't think this person is 17. I feel like this has been a long run for somebody, and it's almost like they need to shift into a consciousness of accepting, okay, what is, but recreating a new path. And it really does have to start with their mind, with their emotions. Okay, it's done. You'll never live that moment again. Okay, it's onward and upward from here. So you just got to kind of recondition the mind to feel that way or to think that way if you want to have progress, right? So somebody here definitely feels like they've been left behind in a sense here. This person could be very triggered by that and by something that's happened. Now here I'm seeing we have a male and a female here. Obviously it doesn't have to be male and female. That's who's on the card here. I definitely see that there could be something around a love situation as well. Somebody could feel like they missed out on something here. There was definitely some kind of wish fulfillment here. And maybe if this was a past situation, this could definitely be your ancestors, your guides here trying to alchemize the situation and bring it back together. But again, I'm going to go back to reflection here. Okay, I don't think someone likes their reflection, to be honest with you. They don't necessarily think that they are up to par at this time. Okay, so, all right, let's keep going and see what this is about. What did I just say? Vanity and pride. They don't think they're up to par at this time because they're spending too much time in their head, in their ego. Okay, maybe they are having, you know, I don't know, maybe they've gained weight or maybe they've lost a lot of weight or they just don't look the same. Maybe they've aged, okay, since the last time, something along those lines here. But I think the ego is definitely getting in the way. There's something here too about this stopping time. So what does that mean? I don't think it's stopping time. So it's slowing down things, I guess is what I'm getting here. So this may actually be this could also be slowing down things. So maybe someone feels like I'm not where I need to be, or I need to get my looks together, or I need to get, you know, whatever. Because I do think there's been stuff here. Like I said, I feel resentment. All right. I feel resentment. I feel like it's almost like a blame game. There is evaluation that is going on about what's taking place, but I feel there's negativity around that. It's not just as easy as, okay, it happened, you know, it's time to kind of move on from it. There needs to be a clear break, and I feel like that might actually be coming up here. Maybe this person will start seeing that they've been projecting out in terms of that. Maybe this person will start understanding that's why they continue to kind of stay in this rut, right? And it can't be all about the ego, about what other people think, what they say, how, you know, if they hold me in high regard, whatever. It's about how you hold yourself, right? All right, let's keep going. All right, Spirit, what else for the collective? Okay, good. So we see some kind of communication, maybe travel that could be happening for someone here. This is great. Okay, so they are going through some kind of awakening. So maybe they are in a bit of a dark night then. So somebody is remembering, somebody is waking up. So maybe that is also very triggering, especially if they feel like whatever happened to them created some kind of divide with someone who they loved or someone who they cared about, okay? Or even cause some kind of confusion in another situation here. Somebody here is definitely waking up. They're seeing the light, so to speak. Okay, we see that here. This may be somebody who wants to communicate, thinks about communicating in some way. Yeah, so this could be a person that's actually, they need to spend some time here in self-care here and kind of regenerating their energy, because again, we can see here they're holding back a lot at this time despite what they want to do. Out of regret, okay? But not only out of regret, out of ego here, all right? Because there's something about, I don't know what their life is like right now, but I'm just going to go back to the meditation. And this person was definitely in some kind of turmoil, at least internally. So again, too much time has went by. I've aged. I don't look the same. Um, Maybe I'm heavier. It's something like that. There's definitely a lot of ego. Maybe I don't have as much as I used to. Maybe I don't have the same position I used to. Just stuff like that. Somebody is definitely focusing too much on the wrong things here. Somebody feels like they were cheated. Okay, so somebody could feel like they were cheated out of some kind of career or commitment or something like that. And they could be feeling a lot of emotions right now over it. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. They definitely feel some kind of distance with someone here. All right, so it could be emotional distance. Yeah, it could definitely be emotional distance, okay? But it could also be physical distance here. So somebody is definitely acknowledging that there was some kind of deception in a relationship. Maybe somebody fell for some kind of temptation, all right? And maybe it messed stuff up here, or it messed a particular situation up here. There's definitely some kind of deception that happened here. Yeah, I think a lot could be hitting here too. Somebody could also be, so if you know this person, if you see this person every day, or I feel like they're deceiving too, because notice they're in the water, all right? So they're submerged in the water. So they're hiding. Water is emotions, okay? So this is a person that's kind of hiding down a little bit. So maybe they're watching you as well, or they see you in some way. And if you're locally, if there's another way where they can see you here, but this person has a lot of emotions going on about this. They're definitely feeling left out in the cold, rejected, lost here, fragmented in some sense. This is a person that could have been clinging here to their south node because that was their comfort zone. Okay, I'm getting a lot about this here. I do like that they're turning around some kind of doubt mentality or lack mentality because they need to do that. I do see that's in reverse. That actually brings some comfort to me because the energy around them still feels very negative. And I think if you've been thinking that way for a long time, trying to get from point A to point Z sometimes can be difficult, but it is just one step at a time, right? Day by day, moment by moment. Just got to start focusing on what makes you happy. All right, let's keep going. Let me get an overall energy here, Spirit, for the collective, please. Will. Something's about to change, okay? Something's about to change. The will is ready to move here again. I feel like someone's ancestors and guides have been trying to get that to happen. The Hermit. Yeah, this is a person that could definitely be spending a lot of time. Oh, wow. Look at that, Eastern Skies. This person could be spending a lot of time alone here, doing a lot of reevaluating, thinking through things, going through the emotions here, because it's time to let go, okay, to drop this mask, to drop this idea, I feel like, of what other people expect of them, what they think of them, and how that has kind of, I feel like it's impacted them in a very negative way in their life is what I'm getting. They've held on much too much to superficial things instead of caring about themselves and what was really true to them. And sometimes it takes, honestly, being taken kind of to our knees to actually start to get those things, right? So I would say this person is exactly where they need to be, whether they realize it or not here. All right, so it's time to remove that so that they can come out of this energy where they're feeling really stuck, where they're feeling negative, where they're feeling isolated maybe in some sense here. There's something too about climbing out of there, right? Maybe they feel like I'm starting at the bottom again, or so something could have happened maybe around career or something like that. Definitely about their, maybe it's not just occupation, it could also be about somebody. Maybe it was around a marriage, or that's not really what I get, but I guess it could be. I think it's more about some kind of fall for grace. So from grace. So if this person was someone that was held in kind of high regard or something like that, maybe this is part of it too. How do I get back up there, And how do I get back up there and reach the stars? So they're definitely getting some hard lessons, is what I feel like at this particular time. But good lessons. All right, this is stuff that they definitely need. All right, let's keep going. Future predictions. Okay, this may be a person that's actually looking to some kind of divine guidance. They could be getting readings, you know, to see what their future holds. Oh, well, there's cleanse, but it's in reverse. Yeah, they need to cleanse. They need to purify their energies. That's definitely what I was picking up. Like I said, that's what I was picking up during the meditation. They could have a lot on their mind here in terms of what they want to do as they begin to remember. But it's going to say, excuse me. Look, here goes my throat chakra. Okay, sorry about that. I think it's so interesting. I just pulled out future predictions and cleanse in reverse, and that's when my throat chakra started going after future predictions. So obviously somebody does not want this message to get out there, but it needs to be okay. Okay, somebody may be coming into someone else too, so maybe this is something the collective definitely needs to know here. It is somebody that's doing some changes. They're doing some evaluation. They've spent some time on their own. Maybe this is also to let you know that they could very well still kind of be in this energy. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that, I don't know, something about what I was picking up during the course of my meditation was more like, okay, this person is not a good you know, that's what I was getting. I was thinking, wow, this is really negative kind of emotions. And we all have them at some point, but it was just like they were so prevalent throughout the meditation. It was like, okay, they're really hanging on to a lot of stuff. And we got to get beyond the blame part at some point and begin to move forward. You know, what part did I have in this? Lineal truth. Yeah, so they're in between kind of here and there. I feel like something's going to be coming to the forefront for this person. Maybe they're getting it slowly. They do need to cleanse and purify their energy as well, because again, they've been in a lot of this negativity for a long time. I think cleaning, balancing the chakras, cleaning up the aura will just do wonders for this individual. Begin to cut cords as well, but also working on the subconscious. And there's a lot of ways to do that, because they need to reframe is what I'm feeling. Does this person have OCD too as well? Because I definitely feel like this is someone that could be very obsessive about the way they think and do things. And there's almost like a fear of not reaching your destination or being good enough and all of that stuff. There definitely may be some OCD involved in here as well. Okay. This may be a person that's trying to ignite something in their life, maybe like a restart in some way. Okay. They could also be wanting to reignite a situation with another, but I don't have any, well, seeking. I don't have anything there on that yet. So let's just kind of jump into the energy and see what this is about tonight, guys. Then we'll look. Okay, well, a bunch just came out. Yeah. Time to make a move. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, I almost want to put those back. I mean, I can use both of them. I'm going to put them back because you know what? They'll come out again if they need to. They both flew out, so, but I don't like to do that without some kind of intention. So, all right, Spirit, tell me more about this reading and who it's about. Who is this reading concerning here? All right, who's this reading about, or what's it about for the collective, please? Third-party situations, gossip, over partying. I'm telling you, no support. 2 of Cups in reverse. Look at this. Breakup or separation, disharmony, rejection. They definitely feel rejection. Lack of listen, we're just everything that we've talked about, basically. So lack of progress. So this person could be immature as well. the way that they handle things. And I would say so. I mean, maybe they pay all their bills and do all of that, but I just feel like, and that could be just emotional immaturity just due to whatever. It could be due to past traumas or something like that. I can definitely tell you they feel vulnerable now with some kind of like their self-esteem is not what it generally is what I'm getting. Now I'm saying this like I'm talking to somebody else. Please be aware this could also be you. I don't feel like it is for some reason. I think it may be someone who you're talking to. Could be someone here who actually, remember, they feel like something came between two people here. So there could have been some kind of third party situation. There could have been some kind of scandal with your particular situation here. Um, Somebody may feel like they were being forced here in a sense to kind of conform to something else, all right, whatever that means here for you. So I don't know if that means to go with a certain person, to, I don't know, deal with other things, to kind of go by what other people wanted. I don't know. I definitely feel there's interference because they feel cheated. There was some kind of withdrawal here, I feel like, of energy here. So I don't believe that the two of you are talking. If you are talking, it looks to me like it actually may be bad, poor communication, bad communication. They really kind of think you're disinterested, to be honest. This person they definitely feel like they missed the opportunity. That goes without saying. They absolutely feel like they've missed the opportunity here with you. Um, they may have procrastinated on doing anything about it. I think their whole life feels like, I don't know why things are kind of blowing up in their life though. There's definitely been some kind of lack of, oh wow, lack of progress here. The card is literally just sitting there and I didn't even look down. So this is interesting. Okay, well, this is why. So there's been some kind of manipulation here. It looks like energetic manipulation in some way. So this person could definitely feel like something actually put them in some kind of illusions, confusion, something like that. Yep. Wow. Okay. So this person definitely was something that, what do I feel? I'm going to take this a little bit differently because I kind of feel like you could have been with this person. And did they go back to somebody here due to some kind of manipulation that was being done here? I think they made a return to somebody. And I think that their life has been a little bit in peril. Like up, down, due to it. Yeah, they could have definitely returned home or returned back to something that they knew. I feel like there's a person involved though. Yeah, they went back to some situation that's not been a good situation. It's been a bad situation. Okay, I just got ups and downs, so maybe it's been a situation of ups and downs in some way. Yeah, totally. Look at this. And they knew it. I think they knew it. Okay, I don't know what it was about. Maybe it was naivete. Maybe it was some, we saw earlier with the Three of Cups in reverse. That definitely shows me someone who feels like they're being forced to conform in some way. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten any kind of support if they went out in a different direction with you or something like that. Yeah, I think they were very unprepared for whatever shift that they were making in their life and trying to come towards you. And I think it came with a lot of problems, but I can see that it came with a lot of problems because you have a Magician in reverse here. There was actually illusions around it, okay? There was manipulations around it. There was deception around it. So if people didn't want y'all together, that could have definitely been what the gossip and stuff was about. And it looks like they did something here to make sure that that did not happen. Wow, okay, so let's keep going. All right, so how does this impact my collective then? What's coming up for the collective they need to know about? We got the Emperor here in reverse. That's your person, I'm telling you. We had Divine Masculine before. We had Masculine before. Now we see the Emperor in reverse. I told you what I felt. Okay, somebody here is still in this energy because they're still going through this clearing. All right, they got a lot to go. And the thing is, they continue to focus This person needs somebody to help them, honestly, needs somebody to heal them, needs somebody positive in their life, because maybe who they're around is not so positive. Maybe the experiences around them has not been so positive. Maybe they don't know how to cleanse their energy. Okay, just because they're waking up, there's still so much more that needs to happen. It looks like somebody here, maybe they need to have some kind of guidance here as well. Okay, look at some future predictions so that they can have some hope. Although, from what I can tell here, they're going to, and this is the way energy works, right? Everything what we focus on, obviously, we're sending energy to that. So we're creating that quite literally. So even if they have these predictions, this may not take them into the best space just simply because they're just ruminating so much, and that has to stop. This person has a massive ego. That's definitely part of the problem here. I think maybe that has to do with trying to stay in control. They could be very domineering. I think they feel out of control right now. All right. Let's keep going. What's this have to do with the collective? Wow. Okay. What does this have to do with the collective, Spirit? Oh, yeah. I don't think this is an energy that you would want around you at this particular time. Not seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, so this person may be attached to someone else too. So they have definitely, so they've been in another situation. That's what it is. Oh, wow. Look at all these reversals. I've never seen so many reversals. Well, I'm sure I have seen them, but at some point. It's a little bit of an exaggeration. What do we have on the end here? Four Swords. Okay, let's take a look and see. Your person is an Emperor reverse. I have an Emperor reverse, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I have exhaustion, given up here. Okay, I'm asking how this is actually affecting you. Like, how does this impact you here? Well, it's going to impact you because this person, first of all, they're in this energy. I feel like it's very, it's not just rebellious, it's honestly domineering. Okay. They can be very hot-tempered at this particular time. They could have a lot of anger. They do. They have a ton of anger. I'm telling you, they have a lot of anger. They have a lot of resentment around them. They feel like they've been cheated in some way, shape, or form. They're angry about what has happened here. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse could have a lot to do with what they're feeling here. They could feel like they've been stuck with somebody, not stuck. They made a choice quite clearly here, but maybe they've been with somebody here in their work or their home here that they feel, I think it's their home life that they feel is a gold digger, very jealous, insecure, greedy, intolerant, obviously, that may have been doing some kind of manipulation on them. Yeah, you know, this person's had, I think, weak boundaries when it comes to this because they just kept kind of giving in. They kept, yeah, I feel like they just kept giving in to this, okay? Because of the fear of change here. There was some kind of fear of change that was involved here. They didn't want to change. They didn't want the tower to come down completely. So were they married? Because this is a Queen of Pentacles. This person could have already been married. Now, this makes me wonder if they were a boss of yours that you got involved with and they could have already been married. I mean, this person definitely had a lot of love for you. But something changed. I feel like something happened. Y'all can fill me in for sure, but I feel like something happened here that changed the trajectory of a relationship. So this could have formed around work for sure. Doesn't have to be, but certainly could have. Yeah, and we could have somebody that returned to a past situation here, returned back home even so if they had been with somebody coming towards you. I don't really know, but I do kind of get that. This person has felt very isolated, lonely, withdrawn, okay? Going over a complete review of their past mistakes here. And I feel like they're ready to leave that behind, okay? But I'm asking how this part is going to impact you. The deal is you left a situation. I think you've already moved on from a situation. You've gotten yourself out of here. You could have moved, okay? With the Six of Swords here, we see at a distance. You're definitely at a distance. You accepted the lessons, I feel like, that were there. Okay, this person is in need of doing that as well. This might be part of their problem, especially if you also left after they made a decision like that. Okay, they can definitely see that you've moved on, or they feel like maybe you've moved on to calmer waters. I think this might be really bothering somebody here, especially somebody here who feels like they've been, you know, just there's been a lack of movement, okay, in a situation. They may have planned to do something the right way or do something a different way and then come back or something like that, maybe achieve more and come back. Why am I saying that? So if this was a job situation, this emperor is in reverse. This emperor may have lost their job too. Something got lost in the process that made them feel maybe like they had to return to the stability, right, of a past situation, not go out on a new kind of path. But the truth is, this person doesn't feel any more stable than they did. You left the situation. Now they feel kind of powerless. They feel like there's been, you know, a lot of opposition here. This person could feel like giving up at this particular time. Very much so exhausted, burnt out. Okay, they could be in a time of recovery here, which would actually be good. I can see that they're spending a lot of time alone, and they're really getting to the core, I feel like, of who they are. Like the mask is coming off. They're seeing through the illusions. This is good. This is actually a good thing, I think. But they could also be feeling very restless here. Let me see what they want from you. Spirit, what does this person want from the collective, please? They feel like you guys have unfinished business together. Wow. Yeah, they feel like you guys have, look at that King of Cups, so it's also in the reverse. Should I be alarmed about that? I think so. What do they want from you? Maybe they want to talk to you. They want to love bomb you in some way. Oh, they want to go back to the past when things were good. They're not really in the best headspace right now. Remember, we're looking at the current energy here. They do feel like you guys have a lot of unfinished business here, unfinished lessons here. I really think you guys had a lot. I don't know if this is a love situation, to be honest with you. This could have been a partnership or maybe a deep friendship, something like that here. There's a lot of emotions here is what I'm seeing here. This person's having a lot of whatever this remembrance is. They may be having a lot of nostalgia. They might be having a lot of memories. You're thinking about the good times, being very sentimental. Oh, Spirit. Wow, okay. Somebody wants to get some things moving, put some things in action here. Yeah, they want some kind of harmony, some kind of peace, it looks like, in a situation here from the past. So this definitely tells me from the past here, and get out of some kind of painful ending, some kind of betrayal maybe that happened. Or maybe that's just telling me they want to put, yeah, look at this. This person is trying to free themselves up from another situation. So maybe this has happened as well. Yeah, this person could have been fighting a lot of hostility here, a lot of bullying and intimidation. This is also my Black Magic card, so this could definitely be, they feel like they've been doing that with some Queen of Pentacles energy here that maybe didn't want, I don't know if they were trying to let go of a situation here and someone did not want that to happen because they had some kind of fear of change here. Somebody might, so this is part of the resentment, I'm telling you, okay? So this is something they're going to have to come to terms with, especially if they've been married to this person here. They're going to have to figure this out. This person's trying to get single is what I feel. So they're trying to get single here. They're trying to get through some kind of collapse that they feel. Okay, this could be the collapse of a relationship that they've been in. And get some kind of movement going forward here. This is what I feel. All right. They want harmony and peace in their life. They want cooperation, it looks like, in their life as well. Okay. Let me see how they see you. How do they see the collective spirit? Good luck, fate, life cycle, destiny, a turning point. Okay. High priestess. Okay, so I could be dealing with a divine femme. I can be dealing with an intuitive here. Somebody that's very spiritual, very connected to their higher power here. You could also be some kind of great manifester here. Somebody that, yeah, they say that you've moved on. You've got some kind of new outlook here. You've definitely chosen happiness here. Okay, there's some kind of, I don't know what they're seeing here. There seems to be some kind of sensitivity about you as well. So maybe they're seeing that you're a very sensitive person as well. Yeah, but they may also see you as somebody who's blocking them out as well. Okay. Because you don't know all the information. Okay, whatever that means. Okay, or maybe they feel like you're hiding information. That may be what it is, that you're actually blocking them out here and hiding information from them. In essence, they just can't see what's going on with you, okay? Because maybe you've actually blocked this person out. Well, they definitely see that you are in some kind of positivity. Your life seems to be good here. You seem to be very, very joyful and optimistic and very confident. Okay, you speak the truth. So it looks to me like they see you in a very, very high light. So if they're seeing you, you know, it's interesting because I feel like somebody was learning from you the other day, and I wonder if this has something to do with it. This person is definitely trying to step into their own at this time. And they do feel duped. They feel deceived, not just maybe by this person here, who this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, but maybe by others that were around them as well. And so they definitely have some growing to do. So let me just pull cards on you guys and see. Just give me the collective's energy, Spirit. What is the collective's energy right now, please? The elk. Very stable at this time. Oh, wow. The camel. You understand that you have everything you need to make the journey, okay? You're working very hard. This is interesting because the camel doesn't need anything, right? The camel knows it has all of this resources just locked away within it. So you have found, that's funny because think about it, it's water. And what's the body made of? 70%, right? Is actually water. So this camel knows that it has what it needs to make its journey. You have found the resources and everything that you need within. Okay, so this is a spiritual thing, I feel. You're feeling very, very stable within your own life, okay? You're probably highly intuitive as well. You're very protective right now of you and yours, okay? So whoever else is around you as well. You're focused a lot, I feel like, on your just working hard in your life. Maybe you're building something in your life. Yeah. I don't know if you have when I think about the bat, I think about somebody who's very sensitive. This could be somebody that's really impacted by the night, right? By the moon cycles as well. But if you think about a bat sleeps during the day and works at night. I don't know if maybe you do work at night, or maybe this person sees you as night, or you're a bit of a night owl. Okay, I know this is a bat, but you know what I'm saying. Something you do at night feeds you, gives you sustenance. That's when bats eat. So, So you may do some work at night, or you may get a lot of downloads or a lot of hits in your energy at night. Something about the night, what happens with the night, what happens with the moon and stuff like that seems to really nourish you. I'm also going to say this has something to do with your mystery, your mysteriousness as well. Okay, you might actually be an intuitive here, yeah. Look at you. You have great cards here. I mean, the bottom line is that a horse is highly intuitive. Again, they're unstoppable. They reach their goals, okay? A very sensitive animal. I just think that, so you might be working hard. You found your inner resources. You understand that it all starts within. You understand it's within your connection here. You have a lot of cards here indicating to me that you're really intuitive. You may be getting a lot of stuff through the night. And I also feel like there's something here about being able to be uncomfortable, okay? floating, maybe between light and dark. That's interesting too, because I feel like that came up in another way, but you may be very comfortable with that as well. So maybe something you do is about something about creativity just came in too. So I don't know if maybe that gives you some boost to your own creativity. Whatever this is, I mean, this is fabulous. It does look to me like your energy is quite solid at this time, which is always nice to see. All right, so let me get another deck, and I just want to look at you for a moment, and then I'll move on. All right. So, Spirit, show me the collective. So you have this kind of around you. This is something that you definitely need to know about. This person obviously has a lot to work through. You know, they be wanting to strike a match, you know, and reignite a situation here. Regardless, you need to know that that's kind of lurking around you, because honestly, and I'm pretty sure you may already know this because you're highly intuitive, but it looks like your journey may have shifted. It may have changed a little bit, and you're really kind of working on that a lot too. So you're not so devoted to external or to the relationships or something like that. It looks to me like you're more about your journey. That's what it looks like in the camel energy. You feel like you have everything you need at this time. So, all right, Spirit, let's see. Tell me about the collective. What do you want the collective to know? Magician, yeah, you're manifesting something good. I think you're busy, honestly, kind of manifesting at this time. That's why we saw the bee as well. But, oh, look, though. You're about to go through some kind of shocking change or some kind of sudden change here. Something could be creating some kind of change. Or what is that? We have, oh, that's the 4. Okay, so we have that actually in reverse here. Okay, so you're about to get some money. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're manifesting over here, and something big is about to happen for you is what I see here. It might take you, this might be like a windfall of money, something coming in quite unexpected. You could be getting some kind of new job, some kind of new contract. Something like this is really going to free you up from a monetary perspective, it looks like. And I feel like it's going to be sudden, okay? You're probably not going to see this coming here. Yeah, it's going to, but you're going to have to make a decision. Whatever it is, it looks like you're going to have to make a decision about it. Wow, look at this. I love this. See, that's what I was saying before. You're really, this might be something, this is something spiritually led, obviously, or something that you've been, it looks like manifesting, okay, with the universe here. You're putting whatever this devil energy is behind you. You're cutting away from that. So here's another thing. That might be part of the decision. Having to walk away from something that maybe has held you back for a long time, because you are definitely about to be in the money, and whatever it is that you're doing is going to require you to make a decision. You're going to have to cut ties, it looks like here, with something that's from the past or some kind of toxic energy is what I'm getting. All right, Spirit, what else? Oh, Strength card here. Yeah, and move forward, all right, in strength here. I think you have everything that you need. Obviously, you are very strong, okay? You're very confident, and I think it's going to take all that. You need to move forward with confidence here, all right? You could be taming the beast within, all right? And maybe that's been something that you've actually been working on. Incidentally, I think you've softened up a lot too here. I say softened up. I think you're very strong, but I think in terms of maybe you've stepped in, I don't know if you're feminine, but, or maybe you're a masculine that's balanced, you know, more of your energy so that more of your feminine is also there. So you're not, you're just more balanced is what I feel at this time. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you're about to have everything you need. That's what I feel. And I don't know if this is some kind of, you see this, I mean, obviously you can see this, but the 6 of Coins here, I feel like this is reciprocity. This is you giving others what they need, people giving you what you need, you know. Something about that. So you may be in some kind of service industry, or you may be doing some kind of project that actually allows that here. Is that the Knight? Look at that, yeah. I'm telling, this person's going to try and come back in. You got all of this going on for you, okay? It's going to require you to make some kind of decision. Somebody may be coming in trying to give you money to invest or something like that, and you're going to have to make some decision on it, because it is going to make you break with something here that's really held you back, which I personally think is a good thing, but you have to figure that out on your own, okay? You're going to have to be very strong about this. and decide if this is what you want. Okay, I can tell you from the cards it's going to bring you everything that you need here. I do think that you're going to have somebody here, or maybe you're feeling like, okay, I'm going to have to let go of whatever this is, whatever this dream is you had, whatever these romantic feelings are that you had potentially for somebody, or even this person. I don't know. I feel like and it's weird because I had Sagittarius reading the other day, and I was feeling also like I didn't need to. Something had to be kept on the DL. So I was about to ask what it is, but I feel like I got to keep it down. So why, I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. I saw some dark energy before. I don't know if that's still happening, but hopefully, I haven't seen it for you, but maybe. Regardless, if this Nine of Wands is coming back in, you can see it's more of a love bomb, and it's more of an emotional manipulation anyway. It's not really something that is going to be, like I said, somebody is just not, I just don't think that they're ready yet. And to be fair, they might also be very young in their mindset as well, because, you're coming out here as the High Priestess. I saw them as the Emperor, but the Emperor in reverse also can tell me somebody's very immature. And please know, this is not me passing judgment on this person, but I can clearly see that this is kind of where they are here. And the truth is, you got to let people go through, they have to go through their own process, okay? You can support them energetically usually, but you got to let them do that, because that is how people grow. We can't jump in and enable them, because did you grow that way? No, you had to go through all the hard stuff yourself, and that is oftentimes how it is. They'll get it. I feel like they're already starting to get it. They just got to quell that negativity in their head. I almost feel like you could have been involved the first time anyway, and it's almost one of those things where you don't want to be involved. You don't want to be involved. You don't need to be involved. You don't need your handprint anywhere in that. Not to mention you're doing so freaking good on your own. Why would you want that? All right, let's see. So, Spirit, any last advice here for the collective then? Yeah, take off. Things about to really speed up for you. Really speed up for you. Look at this. Wow, you look. I don't know what's happening. It might actually push you into a place here where you're getting some kind of notoriety or accolades, or where other people know you. It's going to happen very fast. Remember, this is falling on that windfall of money. So whatever it is, it's going to bring you quite a bit of success. Okay, we got the King of Wands energy here as well. Yeah, it may make you feel, it might put you into a position here where you feel quite competitive, but I think you're ready for it in this King of Wands energy, okay? It looks like you're moving forward, very charismatic here. You're a leader. You're clearly inspiring other people, so other people may follow you. Yeah. They may be eager to follow you, or whatever it is that you're doing. They may be drawn. I was getting up here, are you in some kind of service industry? Maybe they're kind of drawn to whatever it is that you're doing. It could be something as well that's kind of in the spotlight that other people see, and like they're drawn to that. Oh yeah, look at this. The conflict, the competition, whatever you may have felt like you were in, just kind of squash that, okay, if you can. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It may seem like it's very competitive, but I wouldn't worry about that. Any strife that you have felt with that, you're putting down those burdens. Don't be burdened by the fact that other people may be doing what you're doing. There may be a lot of competition, or maybe people are, well, even if people are throwing you, some kind of, I don't know, if they're just trying to be a-holes or whatever, I wouldn't even worry about that. You're not going to need to worry about it. Yeah, look, as I say that, I come up with a Seven of Wands in reverse here. Isn't that something here? Yeah, don't worry about it, because you have got this brand new start coming, and you're going to be able to let your guard down for this. This is what I'm getting. You're not going to feel the need to guard yourself all the time. You can put down, so you may have been doing that, first of all, but you can actually put down a lot of these burdens. Look at all these wands here. Okay, lots and lots of passion, lots of fire, I would say, in this reading. Even the King of Wands here, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands. Oh my God, I just noticed that. Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Wands, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. That is crazy. Okay, so we got almost all the wands here. So yeah, things are going to move very, very quickly for you. You may have some people that try to throw you off balance, especially if it's a competitive market or something like that. Maybe they just want to cause some kind of strife for you. Okay, it may feel burdensome, but Spirit is definitely saying here, don't worry about that, because you're going to be able to just kind of drop that. You're not going to feel the need to have to always be so protective and guarded over stuff, because you're going to have people around you that really support you. That's what we saw here in that Six of Pentacles. Okay, so push yourself to move forward in this brand new start, whatever it is, creatively, business venture, whatever it is. Obviously, it's coming with a lot of money. That's very clear to see. Just allow yourself to move forward into that, because it's going to be quite prosperous for you. This other person, if you know who they are, let them come up with their own. They will. Okay, they're figuring some stuff out in their life, and honestly, they need to do that, and they need to do it on their own. That spirit's helping them. It's not a dumb person either. I feel. I think they'll get it together. They may have to get to a little bit of a lower point to kind of break down some of that resistance, honestly, some of that anger in a sense, Yeah, that's what I feel. Cleanse their energy too. That'll help. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope you'll have a wonderful evening. I'll see you soon. Bye.